Hey, Broncos World. This is another video with Psycho Sam. Um, I just want to get into a couple of the games yesterday. There was a lot of good games that happened yesterday. The Steelers came back and beat the Jacksonville Jaguars. They played like crap through the first three quarters and then came back at the end to win it. Ben Roethlisberger threw like 3 picks before he started the comeback, and their offense looked terrible. But their defense, they held it together. They weren't giving up touchdowns, so credit to the defense to let them get back into that game. And then you had the Ravens. Lamar Jackson, his first career start. The man put up 100 rushing yards, and I think he had over 200 passing yards, but I'm not sure about that. But anywho, they put up a good fight against the Bengals and won 24-21. And Gus Edwards, you guys might want to go on the waiver wire and go pick him up for your fantasy football. The guy went over 100 yards as well. Then you had the Panthers lose by 1 point. They went for the 2-point conversion and didn't make it. And you also had the Cowboys. They won on a last second field goal. And then you have my Broncos beat the Chargers 23-22 on a last second field goal. Just gonna get into that game right there. The Broncos, we were playing like terrible. We were playing really terrible throughout the first half when it comes to the offensive side. Defense was doing okay. They only allowed the Chargers like 13 points in the first half. And the defense wasn't that bad, but I mean, we were giving up some yards in the passing game and stuff like that. But the defense came up with turnovers late in the game that was very needed, like Von Miller with the interception. He almost returned it for a touchdown, but I believe it was Benjamin. He's just too fast for Von Miller to get into the end zone. But yeah, overall, I like the effort that they put out there. They did a good job coming back at the end and scoring, and didn't blunder their opportunity at the end there. The good play calls to get down in field goal range, and then Brandon McManus hit the 34-yard field goal. Philip Lindsay, again, good game. Not much more you can say. The guy is a baller. I wish they would have gave him the ball more. I wish we would have ran the ball a lot more. But that's up to the coaching staff right there. And in the first half, we had a chance to go up 10-6. Instead, they ran the ball. That was very questionable. 4th and 1, you could have went up 10-6. The outlook of the game would have been a lot different, I believe, at that point. Didn't they go and turn around and score, and put themselves ahead of us at that point? There's just certain things like it's questionable calls, you just can't do that. But I think to start off the game, we were in the right set. It's just our receivers had some drops. A little bit of an overthrow on that first play to start the game from Case Keenum. He had Courtland Sutton wide open, but Courtland Sutton got a hand on it. I think he should have laid out more for it. A little bit of an overthrow. And then Emmanuel Sanders dropped one. And then I was just like, man, here we go. But then later on in the game, they came up with some big catches, which is really good for the Broncos. Good job on getting the W. Let's keep it going. That's all I can say. Let's keep it going. And then in the NBA, my Los Angeles Lakers beat the Miami Heat. The Miami Heat didn't have Dwayne Wade. They didn't have Deion Waiters and a couple other Goran Dragic, but still, it's a good team win. These are the games that you have to win. When teams are down, you got to go out there and get these wins. Like you can't lose these type of games. The Lakers have been on a little bit of a roll. They did drop one though to the Magic, which I think was a horrible game by them. Nobody played well. But you're going to have games like that. The Warriors, they've dropped 3 games in a row right now. They lost to the Spurs last night. Not doing so well. They need to get everything together over there with the Warriors. But go ahead and tell me which games you liked last night. And go ahead and hit the like button. Go ahead and subscribe if you didn't. All right.